The Dead Years by Joseph Schupack. Read by his son Mark Schupack. Preface. I have always wanted to write down the experiences of my life. That I finally decided to do just that after 40 years can only be attributed to the support of my wife and sons. Moreover, I have reached a certain age, and I may not have that much time left. I have often told my children about events in my life and about the Holocaust. However, I have never been able to record chronologically even the most essential facts about my own life and that of my family, friends, and acquaintances in different places and in other times. With this book, I hope that I have at least partially succeeded. It was also important to me to create a monument for the dead to whom I owe so much, especially to the members of my cherished Hevra. I have tried to truthfully record my experiences during those horrible years, to include names, places, and dates, so that my story may serve as the sworn testimony of an eyewitness for the prosecution. The fact that our enemies and those who feel their own guilt, or that of their fathers, dare to deny Auschwitz, or compare the Holocaust with some small war, obliges all those who survived the slaughter to describe the truth in as great detail as possible. Chapter 1. Before war started. The events of childhood are decisive. Pleasant memories keep us happy for a lifetime, whereas bad ones can never be forgotten. My memories go back to the town of Radzin Podlaski, a small, sleepy county seat between the rivers Bug and Vistula in the center of Poland. I lived there with my parents, 2 sisters, and an older brother in a typical Jewish shtetl. Even as a child, I knew that being born and growing up in this town and in this country could only mean misfortune for a Jew. As Jews, we learned very early in life that most Polish children had ingested antisemitism along with their mother's milk. For that reason, we had to learn at an early age to live with antisemitism. I remember the terminology used by the Polish government then, calling Poland a major power in Central Europe. According to them, Pilsudski was a great general, and Poland claimed colonies in Africa as Germany was demanding more living space. I remember one of the traditional Lag BaOmer outings from my Hebrew Tarbut school to a forest, kilometers from town. With 250 students, we started out at 6 a.m. and marched to the woods where we planned to stay until evening. The sun was shining as we played and sang. In the early morning, 3 drunken Polish hoodlums suddenly appeared. They threatened our principal and the teachers with knives and demanded that we leave the woods immediately. All attempts to placate them were in vain. They claimed that we made the woods smell of garlic and Jews, which was not to their liking. In any event, forests were not made for Jews.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?